Hello everybody, this is Said Manning from Owensville Studios, and today we're going to be designing a movie, a movie, a movie website homepage. So I have my canvas and I have an image, which is the image of a poster for a movie. I'm using the movie Tenet because I just recently watched that movie and it's a really good movie. So if you haven't seen it, you should actually go and see it in one of your free days. Or you can use any movie that you like. You can use the Tenet movie if you want, but you can use any movie that you like. And what I'm going to do before I start is I'm going to place some guidelines. So I'm going to zoom in to the top. I'm going to create a square, any size, just a small square. I'm going to use the alignment tool to align it to the top, right. I'm going to go down 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 across. I'm going to put an alignment from the top and an alignment from the left. Then I'm going to bring a guideline to the right side, and then I'm gonna 1 second. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna align it to the right and the top. I don't really need to do the top. I've aligned to that line, and I'm gonna move 1, 2, 3, 4 from the right and put the guideline there. So now everything is equal. Now I'm just going to use a standard text. I'm using the font Simplifica for the logo, and I'm going to call it watch time, and I'm going to actually align it by the guidelines, four from the left and 4 from the top, and then I'm going to zoom out, and I have over here a cart icon, a search icon, and 3 lines that create a burger menu, which are all what you can find these 2 icons anywhere online, and the burger menu is easy to create. So I'm going to zoom back out and drag them onto the canvas. We're going to go to the side, see what the size on watch time is, 128 by 43, and we'll go over here and see the size on all of these together. So all of these together. Let's go to 148. That's a okay size anyway. And there we have the first thing we're going to do is we're going to push these in from that 4 across, 1, 5, 6. We're going to push them to 6, 1, 2, 6, and we're going to change this icon over here. So we'll just ungroup that and grab this fellow, and we're going to change it to a bell icon, and we'll paste in our bell icon. There it is. Let's zoom in so we can keep it at like the size of the rest of them. But before that, we're also going to get a profile picture to replace this burger menu. We're going to go to Unsplash or any other free image site, and we're going to type in, we're going to search for person, and we're just going to pick any person. This guy looks alright. We're going to just pick anybody and just download their image to be our avatar. So I've picked this man as as the avatar, and I'm just going to download the image. So after I've downloaded the image, I'm going to after I've downloaded the image, I'm going to paste it into my Adobe XD file and scale it down. But first, I'm going to move that bell, move the search icon, move the burger, delete the burger menu. I'm going to make a circle. Give it, let's see, it's 55, so let's just bring it down to 50. 55 was actually okay. Um, and here we are, scaling this image down so that we can mask it. I think we're going to put back to 55. 60. 60 is a good number. And let's scale it down. And we'll take off the automatic border and we'll just select them both and mask with shape. There's our dude. And I've created another circle for an outline. I'm going to on his click on the circle behind him, make it just 10 pixels bigger. And we're going to change the color. Let me see. What would we change the color to? We could change the color to the background color and then give it a border. I don't know, a white border. And but now it looks a little too big. So what we're going to do is we're going to make it 50. God, we'll just scale it down a little. And we'll regroup it. And remember, align it to the guideline. And now we can change our bell color to white. If you download a PNG of an icon and it's not in the color that you want it to be in, then you can use Adobe Illustrator to image trace it, and it should be very simple with a plain icon, just a black icon. It'll be very simple, and it comes out almost perfect. So we're going to take the size down on this. That is good. And then we're going to bring the search icon. Do we need a search icon? What I think I'm going to do is I'm going to put a search bar instead of a search icon. But let's see. Let's experiment with how the search bar looks in the header. So we might as well just bring it down to 250. And then let's see how it looks at 59. Way too big. I didn't go to 59, but I can ascertain how it will look at 59 by doing that. Let's see if we take off the fill and give it a white border. And then we put search. Repeat actually. And we change the fill to white. Then we aligned it to center. And let's make it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, just a little bit smaller. Let's zoom out, see how it looks. So far, so good. I actually like how it's coming so far. But I do realize something, that we don't actually need the bell at this moment. So we can move the search bar on the bell side, and we can move him or the search bar closer. And 1, 2, 3. Let's take down his eye. And the reason why we took the bell away is because we're going to zoom in to our avatar, and we're going to make a small circle at the top. and I'm gonna put it to the top right corner, take away the border, and give it, I'm just gonna give it this kind of reddish pinkish color. I'm gonna give it a number 2. Let's just put 3. And align it to the middle. That works as just as well as a bell. So far so good. Now we can move away from our header for a little bit and come over to the left hand side and see what's going on over here. So I'm going to obviously describe the film that's on feature at the moment, which is Tenet. So let's go up and let's use Beavis, and we'll go up from 10 to 40, and let's type Tenet, and we have to go up from 40. Okay, so we're gonna add some description text. So I'm gonna grab some description text from online, and we have this text over here which we can alt and drag. And the reason why I alt and drag a lot is because this is something that we actually do in design. I mean, this might not be a best practice, but sometimes you have to be honest. Sometimes you just copy and paste. Like, there's no harm in doing that either. So we have let's just do you know what? Let's just not. Sorry. I'm just gonna make break points so that it looks neat all the way. Let's just stop at laws at the moment. We're going to move this down so we can put some information icons here, like watch time and the likes of that. So I have 3 icons. I have a clock icon for the time duration of the movie. I have a star icon for the IMDb rating of the movie, and I have the heart icon for the percentage of people who like this movie. So let me group them. And again, they are traced in Adobe Illustrator. Group that, and then group this. And all those colors are gonna change. I did use a red color up top here, but I think I'm actually gonna change that color to a more yellowy color. Just not this yellowy. Just enter. Let's grab that. Bloody hell. I've just been using Illustrator, so I'm just readjusting back to the other ways of zooming out and scrolling left and right using the keyboard shortcuts. Now I'm gonna scale the size down of my icons. Let me try 35. Sorry. Let's try. Five and 35. So make sure the padlock is selected so that it stays in proportion as it as it scales down. So we're going to copy this text, just paste it, and I am the 7.5, and we'll put 87% love. And let me just quickly go and check how long the movie is. And 2 hours and 30 minutes is how long it is. But it's a 2 hours and 30 minutes well spent because it's a good movie. We're gonna align them by themselves. We bring the text to the icon and push twice away from the icon. Make sure it's just away. 1, 2. 1, 2. And just realign them just to make sure. Okay. Just push them up once because of the text padding. Group that. 1, 2. Group that. 1, 2. Group that. And now what we're going to do is move them 3 away from each other. Just 3. Actually, we might move them 4. Just 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we'll select this and just go one more. So that's 4. Now we can group these, bring them to the bottom of Tenet, and 1, 2, 3 down. And same with this. 1, 2, 3 down. Zoom out. See how it looks. It's looking okay. However, those icons are a little huge. This whole section is a little huge. So we're taking 35 down to 25. Definitely better. 25 and 25. And the text, we'll take the text down from 25 to 20. And that looks already a lot better. So we're going to just redo all of what we just done. So I've done it, but this time I have done the icons to the text 15 clicks without holding shift, and then from the 2 pointers 3 clicks whilst holding shift. I think we might make this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. Is that small? Is that too small? I feel like it's too small, but could last. You know what? Let's just make it. Just keep it that size for now. And what we're gonna do, we're gonna make it longer and smaller. So let's say and sent must travel. Okay, let's go even further. To prevent, he must travel through time and bend. Okay, one more time. The. Let's go as far as the. The. And the laws of nature. And let's take it down 1, 2, 1, 2, no, 1, 2, and that's okay. What we're going to do is we're going to make the background, because the Tenet image is a little light, even though it's a dark image, it is light. So we're going to take the natural border away, give it a radial gradient, black, and this one will turn dark gray, just so we still have emphasis. We'll put this to back and then put the image to back, and we'll take the opacity down till it looks good to 20. This 1, 2. Now that just gives it a better edge, a nicer edge too. I'm gonna bring this down 1, 2, and in 1, 2. We're gonna zoom into our avatar and our search bar. And bring them down too. Oh yeah, and bring them across too. 1, 2. Just so everything stays in a sort of line of symmetry. Yeah, starting to take place. And let's look around and see what this website needs. What this website needs is, do you know what I think I'm going to do? I'm going to add a navigation. And for now, I'm going to pull out the search bar. Just put them over there. Copy and paste him. Ungroup him. Delete him. But keep the text. 1, 2, 1, 2. And let's add a little navigation. Streaming. So I have now my navigation, and now I'm going to style it. So let's give it equal amount of spacing. What I'm going to do is just swap the live and streaming. Move Netflix up, and then grab them all, and then equal spacing. Group. We'll put it up in to the guideline, and then we'll put it in the middle and zoom out and see how that looks. So what we're going to do is going to ungroup, and we're going to put streaming. We're going to keep streaming white. We're going to make it extra light, and then we're going to select the rest of the navigation items, and we're going to take the opacity down to 50, just to indicate we're on a streaming page. Next, now we're going to add some call to action buttons underneath our film and description. Okay, so firstly, actually, let's give our film and description more space. That's enough space, and we'll remember that space when we add our call to action buttons. Let's take that 70, and we'll find the corners so much like that, and the width, let's just make the width to 30, then we'll copy and paste it. Give it the due space. Let's go up and grab this yellow and take away this bloody border. And we're going to give this, keep this border, take away the fill, and that's going to look nice. And we're going to put a play button here and a save button here. Save. Let me see, a save or a read more button. So we're going to use a pen tool. Oh, well, here's a triangle tool. I'd actually prefer if we use the pen tool. But let's rotate it 90 degrees. and make it smaller. So let's go down to 20, 25. One, two, three, four, five. We'll put it to 20 and we'll copy this text, ungroup it, and just put play, uh, play trailer. Wait, no, play trailer. Let's just put play trailer. And, and there's our play button. Let's just align it to the middle. Yeah, the exact middle is always the best. I'm going to use the pen tool now to create a save icon. There we have it. Pretty simple. It's going to take that away and make it yellow. Bring it onto the canvas. And you can put save. We'll just put save there. And we'll obviously change the color to yellow. Let's just put save for later. And now we have our two call to action buttons underneath our descriptive text, and we can start working on other aspects. What do we work on now? Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get some pictures of posters, movie posters that we're going to put in this area, which is going to be also movies that are going to be streaming today or tomorrow, movies that you can watch. And so just go get any images, any posters. I'm going to compile my posters, and then we can get back to working. Okay, so I have my four my four movies that I'm going to be using. And what we're going to do is we're going to create first. We're going to move them all off the canvas. I'm going to create first four square boxes so we can ascertain the size that they're all going to be. So I've got a square, I've given it rounded corners of 10 px. I'm going to bring it round up to 15, and it has a width of 350 and a height of 550, and I'm taking away the border. So let's just alt and drag twice, just bring three. Just, I only need three, I thought four, I needed four. 1, 2, 3, 4 apart. 1, 2, 3, 4 apart. 5. Let's just do 5 apart. And we're going to take this in what's going on. So delete. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're going to bring it up to there. So we're going to get the three that we stuck with, because sometimes you might have chose one and then decided that you're going to have to change it for some reason. So let's just bring this to the utmost front, and then we'll zoom this in. Oh, it's too long. Okay, let's just mask the shape. And we're gonna do that to, let's get a different image, this one's too long. So we're gonna do that anyway to the rest of our images. I'm gonna show you again, just so you didn't miss it. We get the image, the poster, place it behind, make sure it has adequate size. And mask with shape. Okay, and save that. Make sure always to save your work. And let me go find another. So now I have my chosen themes masked into their shapes. And so what I'm going to do now is maybe I'm going to put their name underneath, the name underneath of their image, and we're going to put, and I'm going to just copy this text, bring it down here, and put the name. John Wick 3. John Wick 3, and then we'll put Parabellum. Parabellum. John Wick 3, Parabellum. Take it to the bottom and 1, 2, 3 down. We're doing it to 2 down, and put the thickness up, not to bold, semi-bold, and then copy and paste, bring it down, and we'll put action. Let me see how that looks. And that looks okay. So we're going to copy and paste and do the same over here and the same over here. Let's zoom in. 1, 2, and let's zoom in here. 1, 2. So let's go. The So I just like to type like this. And this is also I think I'm going to take the opacity down just a little bit more. So it's at 80, and I'll just take it down to 50. So we have most of our design is come to take shape. Let's add a little drop shadow to onto our images, onto our other images. So let's go. Where's drop that shadow? Instead of putting a drop shadow, what we're going to do is we're going to zoom in. We're going to zoom out. We're going to zoom in over here. I'm going to copy that and paste it over here. We're going to make it much smaller. Let's set the template with this. That. Press the padlock so it stays in proportion and bring it down to 150. Bring the play button down to 15 and the word down to 15. Make sure it's aligned. Group it. And then what we're going to do is move that up. Copy and paste. We're not done because we're zooming in over here. We're going to ungroup, delete that. And let's go check the rating for John Wick 3, which was an amazing movie, by the way. I'm going to come back here and we're going to put 7.4, which is the IMDb rating. And we're going to take it down. We're going to unpress the padlock so we can make it smaller, 50. And let's just make that also 25. Let's just take it down, 25. We put the rating back inside in the middle. Well, let's take the 6 down. One, two. Align that and align that. I'm gonna do that for this too. Okay, so that will be it for this design. We're going to just group this over here, put it in the middle. That'll be it for this design, but there will be, I'm in the mood for some movie web UIs, so there will be more coming. There'll be another video coming, but for now, that's it. I hope you liked this video. Like and subscribe to our channel. Check out the rest of our content, which is also amazing. And that'll be it for today.